Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, that's gonna become an issue. That's doing that. Anyway, I'm back. We're gonna start at Dead of Night, but first I wanted to say thank you for being so patient. My 5 to 10 minute break ended up turning into a little bit longer of a break. I had my dad calling me, giving me an update on family members over break, so if I sound choked up at any point, that's kind of why I'm a little emotional at the moment. Not necessarily bad updates, but that's what it is. So we're gonna jump into at Dead of Night. Because of the long break I took, we're probably not gonna do as much as I would like to do, because I was hoping we could at least get through halfway through. And I'm gonna spoil a little bit, so if you haven't seen this game, and you want no spoilers before the game, I would tune out or mute just for a few moments. But I was hoping to get through halfway through the first, or through Amy Bell's story. At least halfway through, if not completely through that, but I don't think that's happening today, because of the time frame that I have to work with right now. Or at least not happening in this stream. I can always hop on later this evening and do another stream to do Amy's story. But with that said, we are in At Dead of Night. I know it says story 30% complete, because I have played this before. I was playing a little bit a couple months ago, and then I just haven't really touched it since, so I have played this game, so I do know all the story rooms that we need to go to and stuff, and all of that, how all that works. So it's not that I'm referencing a walkthrough, it's that I do already kind of know this stuff because I've played it so many times. The only cheats I have are I do have a maps of the first, second, and third floor on here, or in front of me. They're in a thing that I can use a whiteboard marker on. But basically I have the maps to help me remember the layout of the floors, because they're so easy to get freaking lost in. And I don't think you want to see hours worth of time of me trying to find a freaking room, but also so we can keep track of which rooms have our friends in them. Because that changes through each playthrough. So we'll watch the full tutorial, no prologue. So this is Jimmy Hall, the proprietor and dangerous psychopath. He has dark plans for Maya's friends. Maya has escaped. Jimmy knows he has to stop her. The chase. true. Around corners. In the shadows. Waiting for you to arrive. Or sneaking up behind you. He can't hide on the stairs. Or on the ground floor. Or in the basement. He also can't be hiding in the elevator, I believe. If he sees you move away out of the line of sight, you can hide in any unlocked room. Jimmy comes in. Hide in a wardrobe. Or the bathroom. I will say the wardrobe is probably your better bet because if you're quick enough, use a spyglass in the guest rooms to see if Jimmy's outside. Call out to attract him to control where he goes. Find room keys and drawers. Lock Jimmy out of rooms. Or lock him in. If you can escape first. So yeah, that's quickly check rooms by looking through keyholes. I don't do that often. Jimmy has a murderous past. His victims never left. They still haunt the hotel. Use the spirit receiver to talk to them. Ask them about the things you've seen and uncover their story. Asking about important connections to make them weird. Then follow the flickering lights and listen for strange sounds. Use compass to guide you. When you're near, keep looking around. Or keep still and watch ahead. Maya's talent. Maya can see into the other world. Move to a dimly lit place. Then use the mirror. You will see the location of important items, location of spirits, connections between items and spirits. Sometimes Jimmy steals things if he catches you. Look for the spirit receiver in the first floor storeroom near the stairs. Find compasses and keys in guest rooms. Read the ghost receiver instructions for more advice on ghost hunting. So, with that, I will include when you get into a room and you have to immediately hide from Jimmy, your best bet is usually going for the wardrobe, because he will literally never find you in there. But also, if he does decide to hide in the bathroom, if you are quick enough, you can actually lock him in that room if you have the key, which will give you a few seconds of reprieve from Jimmy. I've tried to do a couple times. I've never actually been successful in doing it. That's not to say you can't hide in the bathroom, but you're like a lot more likely to get caught in the bathroom. To know if Jimmy hid in the bathroom when you hid in the wardrobe, if you don't hear anything, he's most likely in the bathroom. If you sit and you wait, and within like the first few moments of him leaving, you start hearing him talk in the hallway again, then he left. And he's not in the room anymore. And then you're safe to come out of the wardrobe. So, that's how that works. I will go over more things as we get into the game, but let's watch the prologue. Quick.
Just leave me alone! Stop! Just leave me alone!
Hello?
Maya, it's Hannah.
Hannah, where are you? You all went off and left me behind. Where are you now? What's this number?
We've all booked into a hotel up the road. How far away are you?
I don't know. I'll have to call when I get there.
You can't. There's no signal.
Well, it doesn't matter. Just go to bed, Hannah.
Well, listen. Make sure you're...
Ah, Maya, I presume. Don't be alarmed. Your friends booked you in. Let me just check. Ah, yes. Room 101. It's all been paid for, so you don't have to worry about anything. You are very nice friends. Very nice. And there's quite a few of you I see as well. Nice to see so many fresh, young faces. For a change. You're here for the music festival in town, I presume?
Yeah, we were supposed to be camping there tonight, but...
There's hardly weather for that, is there? Will you be staying for breakfast?
I don't think so. We'll probably just get going.
That's fine. And if you don't mind me asking, Maya, would you be interested in the entertainment tonight?
Tonight?
Starts around midnight, usually. It's me doing it, actually. Comedy. I do this comedy character called Hugo Punch. He's sort of this comedic sociopath. Says things that you're not supposed to say and that sort of thing. It's quite popular with students.
I don't think so. We're all just going to bed, I think.
Are you sure I can't twist your arm on this?
It's okay. I'd rather just go to bed. Sorry.
Fine.
Which way are the rooms?
Just take the lift. You're on the first floor.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, and then drop your key off in the box, if you will, Maya, please, tomorrow.
Okay.
Best show in town and no takers. Who needs proper entertainment when you've got YouTube and My Face or whatever? Stupid, uncultured.
Hugo doesn't like rude children. They're naughty.
Don't start this again. I don't want to hear it, okay? Not tonight!
Naughty children are bad eggs. They need to be taught a lesson.
Shut up! Just shut up! You always do this. They're paying customers. They haven't done anything to you. Just leave them alone.
Bad eggs need cracking. Whack 'em hard and crack their shell. Kick 'em down the stairs to hell. You know what you need to do, Jimmy. Show them who's boss. That's the way to do it. That's it. Go to sleep.
Get out of the hotel!
Get out while you can! You have to find out what he did and tell everyone. Make him realize what he did.
Alright, so that was the prologue to this game. Okay. This is the receiver instructions. You can, well, I suppose you can't pause this as a stream, but if you're watching this after the stream, you can pause and read it all. Subtitles, enhanced description. Okay, that's all the way that I want it to be. Credits for the game. Gameplay advice. Play at dead of night, at dead of night, or at least in a dark room, and make sure there is as few background sounds as possible, or use headphones if you're playing alone. I have headphones on. You'll need to be able to see into the darkest areas of the image since much of the hotel is dark and Jimmy's shadow can sometimes only just be seen. Use the brightness UI keys to bring up the shadows if need to. Jimmy's voice can be heard if he's on the same floor. If you listen carefully, you can also hear his footsteps, which can help tell you how close he is. Ghosts also make sounds. If you want to listen more carefully, you can press D to dip the background ambience for a moment. Now, if you need hearing assistance, select the enhanced description option under subtitles. If you don't need this assistance, it's advisable to leave this switched off. I have it switched on just because it does help me greatly when I play this game. And the goal of this playthrough that you guys will be seeing is not to get got by Jimmy. Or get got by Jimmy as few times as humanly possible. Or as possible for me, anyways. Compasses point towards ghosts even through walls, so if you can't find a ghost in the direction it's pointing, try walking around the corridors. Compasses spin slowly when there's no ghosts around, and spin more quickly when you're right near one. Remember, you can look through keyholes, see into rooms, and you can run faster down long corridors by moving the arrow to the top of the screen. Which is all things I already knew, but you guys might not know if you're just watching this. I will say though, playing in a dark room or at dead of night does kind of enhance the spook factor, but it's currently midday and I can't make my room as dark as middle of the night, so there's some light in here, unfortunately. Plus, I didn't really want the spook factor anyways, because this game already has a lot of spook factor to begin with. Jimmy and DID. Jimmy's story is theatrical and a symbolic representation of someone struggling with two opposing moral paths and is not intended to be a literal depiction of the very real psychological disorder known as DID or dissociative identity disorder. Real DID is distressing and debilitating illness, often but not always associated with childhood abuse. DID does not in any way correlate with immoral or criminal behavior. DID sufferers are in need of compassion, yet often experience condemnation or mistrust, usually as a result of public misunderstanding. It was not our intention to imply that Jimmy has this disorder, and we fully accept that perpetuating stereotypes is damaging to sufferers and prevents progress and understanding. We sincerely apologize for any distress or pain caused to those suffering from DID. For more information, please see, and then there's the link here. But please do check it out. So we will be starting a new game. There we go. It did not want to work for me. We'll begin the standard game. So here we are in the standard game, as you can see. Fun fact though about this game, if you didn't already know, Jimmy will not start roaming the halls until you do the first interaction with Amy Bell, which is going down to the lower ground and walking around and then taking the elevator back up. That triggers the start of the game. Until I do that, Jimmy should not be roaming around, which means we can explore the hotel, if you will, which is highly recommended. Also, other things that you should know before we really get into this. The stairs. Oh, the cursed stairs. Jimmy cannot get you in the stairs. However, the stairs are locked until you find the stair keys. So, we have that working with us. Also, this little icon-y thing right here will get red if Jimmy is too close. Yes, these reminders do pop up too. This device is found. This is the device you found. Select this to switch it on. It can detect spirits' voices if you're near enough to them. If you haven't seen it, go to the menu and watch the tutorial video before you continue, which we already did. So this is to turn on the device, and then you would... There's no reply. There are no spirits around. Loud noises. A loud noise means there's a spirit in a high energy state near. Right now, there's no one near, so I'm just gonna switch off the device. As of the moment, these are the only two icons you see right now, because it's all we have right now. We have to go find things. This is the menu button. If I click it, I open up the menu. And I will not be using a controller because this is a point and click game. And I don't believe it has controller capabilities anyway. But a quick tour of the ground floor here. This is the back room. Or what I will call the back room of the ground floor. We're as you can see, we can't actually go fully into it, but you can move to it enough that you can see it. We do end up going into that area at some point in the game. If we go down here, front doors where you come in. Down this hallway we have this door, which I believe is an office. We can't go in there. Then down here we have the kitchen. Oop. Yep. Down here we have the kitchen, which again we can only go so far into, but there will be ghosts that bring us here. This door, please keep this door in the back of your minds. This is the door we escape out of. Unfortunately, as I just demonstrated, it is locked. We don't receive the key to get out with that until the end of the game. We go back over here, there's this hallway here. We can go in right now. The ballroom isn't open, that's what this is right here. We'd have to go down to those doors there that you see, but that's not open right now. We have the arcade on the first floor, or on the ground floor, that, yes, you can't go into. Again, it's about as much as the kitchen. But we'll be down here in the arcade room a few times. Otherwise, the stairs, first floor, or the stairwell will always be open on ground floor. This door will always be unlocked. Lower ground, the stair door will never be unlocked. It will always be locked. So when we need to get into the stairwell for whatever reasons, because there's a couple, or at least one story point that requires us going into the stairwell, we'll have to use, unless we somehow magically find a key, we'll have to use this stairwell door. Otherwise, the main way we're going to be getting between the floors is the elevator here. We got the out of order sign, so it's obviously going to be this one, but we'll start with 3 and make our way back down. We are able to freely explore the hotel at this point because Jimmy is not roaming and will not be roaming until you trigger the story. The third floor, unfortunately, you can only access so much of it before the start of the game. So, when you get off the elevator, you'll be able to see this little plaque. It tells you which direction certain rooms are in, which does help if you don't have the map in front of you like I do. The third floor is also the only floor that does not loop. It can be an absolute, in a sense, death trap. So, you have this area here, that's a storeroom right there. Again, third floor stairwell will be locked until we find the third floor keys. You can access a couple rooms up here. This time we're just looking for things. We found the first key. And it's a deadlock to the room we're currently in. To try keys, open the inventory, face the door, and select a key. Doors can be locked or unlocked with the right key. Note that locking a door with the room key itself, or the deadlock key, will not keep Jimmy out, but it will slow him down significantly. That's also the same way if you lock Jimmy in with the deadbolt key. It will not keep him in the room, but it will significantly slow him down. Bringing its box. First clue. And that's probably all that's going to be in here. Again, you can hide in the wardrobe. You just have to mouse over it once you come further into the room. Same with the bathroom. Mouse over it. We don't have to look before leaving the room because it should not be prowling right now. Heading to 308. There will be different. Not every room will have a vanity like this, or a little desk like the other one, or a box. Like they won't have all three in the room. It'll kind of rotate on which ones they have, and not all of the ones you'll find in the rooms will have something in them. Got copper wire. There's nothing there, as it proves my point. Deadlock key for the room, and then again nothing, which is fine. Every room will have a wardrobe though. The other thing, and I will show you this when we get to the opposite side here. Hello. And here's one of those chest boxes I was telling you about. Broken mirrors. There's only one more room we can access on this side because... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Because it gets too dark to go ahead. So we cannot go past this point, but we can access this room. But... some rooms are what is referred to as a dark room, and you will get that prompt. So you cannot go in. So this room, you could hide in the bathroom from Jimmy, but you would not have the option to lock him in here because you can't access the wardrobe. Anyways, we shall leave. Since we have gotten everything we can on this level. And now we're gonna skip 2 because you cannot access anything on the second floor as of right now. You can go up to the second floor and access like the stairs and stuff, but that's about it. It doesn't let you leave the little lobby area. Here. So we're gonna go down to 1 because 1's the only area that we can still explore. One is also the most lit of all of the floors, for the record. Anyway, turn this way, you come through here. Got the stairs again. It's a radio. Can't really interact with it. Bathroom that we'll probably go into at some point. And this is the first floor storeroom. If you're playing on standard, this is where you'll find the spirit box if Jimmy gets you, because it will appear here in this storeroom, not any of the others. If you're playing on extreme difficulty, it will appear in whatever fucking storeroom on any level. So, off to find things. Succeed. Nope, nothing. Empty room. That's okay. So I'll continue down the hallway because that's a dark room. That's another storeroom, but I think you need to have a key to get into it. 121. Ooh, child's purse. Bloodstained cloth. And some bottles of whiskey and other spirits. Found quite a bit in this room. There are dead ends on these floors. On 2 and 3. Or 1 and 2. But for the most part it has a loop which you can use to your advantage against Jimmy. Deadlock key for the room. Nothing. Nothing. And more nothing. Sometimes all you get is the deadlock key, and there's nothing wrong with that because it can help. And then right behind is 123. Move into the room here. Again, all of the light rooms, we'll call them, will have a wardrobe you can hide in. You can still go into the dark rooms to hide. Childish violent drawings. But it is really recommended to aim for one of the lighter rooms if you're going to hide from Jimmy because you can get in the wardrobe. And there's advantages to that. Go down this way. Are you a... Yes, you're a dark room. You are not. See what we can find in here. Nothing. Key for the room. Again, sometimes you just find keys for the room. It's not a bad thing, because the keys will be useful. I believe this is not a dark room. Nope. Oh. Well, I'm gonna mark that room down because we have a friend in that room. And like I said, it does change which rooms they are in from playthrough to playthrough. We'll go down here. 14's a dark room, so it should be a light room. That's something that doesn't change, though, is what's a dark room and what isn't. Nope, nothing in this room. Is also a dark room. Boop. Can you find anything interesting? Ooh, stair keys. Wooden paddle. Well, we found stair keys, which is good. We want to make sure we get the staircase unlocked here before we trigger the game to start. Down this way. That's a dark room. This one's not. Is there anything in here? Ooh, old suitcases. That's another thing that's randomized, is where you find certain things. So they won't always be in the same rooms for each playthrough. Nope. Empty. Move down at the end of the hall here. Oh. I bet you that's one of our friends. I will admit, 110 and 111 are very common to find friends in. They're common rooms for the game to pick. No, not this one this time. Ornamental sword. So, as of right now, we know there's at least 2 friends on the first floor. And I'll keep marking off where we find friends as we go along in the game, too. Because obviously we can't access all of the 3rd floor or any of the 2nd floor right now, so... Nothing. Key. I am surprised we have not found a compass or a scrying mirror yet. You would have think we would have found one by now. This is our room here. Compass. Trophies and awards. Scrying mirror. Perfect. All in one go. Turpentine and lighter. You can only use the scrying mirror when the icon is visible, either by the door in rooms or in the ground floor kitchen. Use the mirror to see clues about where to go or which items to use next. It will also help you locate lost keys, compasses, and the ghost box. I'm guessing the ghost box for... The compass will point you to nearby spirits. Yeah, I know. We just came from that direction, so down this way. Ow! God danged it. Boop. Hello. Ah, diazepam medicine. And a compass that I already have. That's fine. And then this is a dark room, so we're gonna go down here and investigate these last 2 rooms. Mirror, we already have. Another key. Ooh, storeroom key. Which will prove to be useful because, this second floor isn't a, like, totally open loop. There's a storeroom that bisects the loop a little bit, so you can lock the door. If you have a storeroom key, you can lock the storeroom door in between to make it harder for Jimmy to get through. Then he'll have to go like completely around, if he's following you, of course, or it will take him longer to get through the door. So, and I think that's all of the first floor. Yep, that's all of the first floor. So we have... Oh, yeah. So we have explored all the first floor. And done all of our exploring, did all of our beginning stuff. So now the next thing would just be to go down to the lower ground. But given our time constraints, we're going to end it here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I may or may not be back later in the evening to continue on and start to actually trigger the start of the game and to explore the first ghost story. With you all. If I'm not back tonight, you'll get me Friday, because I very much intend to keep that stream. So with that, see you in the next stream. Remember to eat and hydrate.